Hello and welcome back to Harry Shoots People. This week my friend Oldboy was playing at Plot 22 in Sheffield, so I headed down to take some pictures. It was an all night long event for overlap events, so I was excited to get a whole night's full of images, and also I'd never shot anything at Plot, so I was quite excited to try that out and see how it went. In terms of gear, I went with bringing my Contax G1. As you guys will know, I'm pretty still 50-50 on this camera. The majority of rolls it does disappoint me, but occasionally there's just that one photo that comes out that makes me reach for the camera again. And a couple of days prior to shooting this event, I shot this absolute banger photo of Maya on the G1. Shout out to Maya. It's crisp and sharply in focus, and the colours are lovely, and the full frontal flash just came out great. And it really reignited my confidence in the G1, so I decided to bring that with me and see if it could once again prove its worth. In terms of film, I brought Portra 400 and 800. I was really impressed with how the Portra 400 came out when I shot Sunny Mills. If you haven't seen that video, you can go watch it here. And the Portra 800 I just thought would be a useful step up if there was any low light conditions. I loaded up the Portra 400 first when we got to the event, as I wasn't really sure what the lighting conditions would be like going into it. So I thought it'd be a safe bet to be sort of in the middle where the flash would look good, but also potentially some slow shutter speed might also come out nicely. Now I'll show off some of the images that I took that night and talk about some of the better and some of the worst ones afterwards. But for now, enjoy this next segment, which has been scored to Oldboy and Hogosh's track, Get Your Crew. So as you might be able to tell, the results came out a little bit 50-50. When we got to the event, there was this really cool graphic overlay visual thing, which looked really cool, but unfortunately since I was shooting flash, it didn't show up on any of the images, which was disappointing because it would have came out pretty cool. I did try and capture it from the front, but unfortunately because of the lighting conditions and not shooting flash, the shutter speed would have been a bit too slow to capture anything that wasn't just a blur. Speaking of blur, I did manage to use that slow shutter speed to my advantage, I feel like, in shots like these. Which ended up coming out really like sort of nicely surreal and atmospheric. Especially it was really cool getting to use that big beam from the projector, which ended up really helping getting the end result of those images. I do wish these images were a tiny bit sharper, but I think that's just me and the G1 disagreeing with what counts as in focus. Arguably one of the best sort of more surreal and ambiance images that came out that night was definitely this shot. The full frontal sort of blinding light that's shining being blocked by his head just came out so nicely. And I think it's a really great example of when an image captures how something felt rather than capturing it in the most exact, precise way possible. And I just like the end result. Unfortunately, the venue wasn't the most ideal for the kind of photography that I aspire to do. It was a little bit compact and crowded, and I didn't really have much room to sort of weave in between the crowd. However, I did manage to capture this shot, which I really love. It's got that really great sort of street photography style to it. The hard flash and sort of a natural rule of thirds combination just came out beautifully. In this instance though, the 28mm lens did leave a lot of empty headroom at the top of the image, but I feel like there's enough going on at the bottom of the image and inwards to sort of draw your eye towards the subject. That image is one of two from the night that I consider that would be worthy putting into like a book or a bigger project later down the line. The second of which came when Macarite was Diabloing. I snapped a couple pictures of this which I really like. This long exposure one came out really nice, and this sort of more candid one also came out pretty cool. But the one that I really like is this one. Whilst it's not the world's most perfectly exposed image or the most crisply in focus, I just sort of love the strange behind the scenes look that it gives you and like the distinct contrast between the left and right side of the frame. I think this kind of image could really work well in like a book or a project or something, and I can envision it being printed out. Same with the earlier one too. In terms of the less good photos from the night, there was a couple just distinctly out of focus ones, or ones that I just missed a second later than I should have done really. Whilst I do slate the G1 a lot, it is also quite a slow camera, and I am looking to get something that's a bit quicker to go from the pressing of the shutter release to the shutter actually firing. And I am still struggling with the G1's autofocus. It's just it seems to be a really tricky system. The distance metering seems correct for what I'm actually trying to focus on, but sometimes the end product just isn't in focus. For most of the shots of this night, I was shooting with the flash on f11, and for anything with the slow shutter speed, obviously I was in the 2.8 region just to get as much light in as possible, so if those are blurry that's okay. But I shot on the f11 to maximise my chances, and it did work for the most part, but I would have loved to get just a couple more that were a touch sharper. But in the end, I am really happy with a lot of the photos from this image, particularly the ones I've pointed out, as those are something just above and beyond what I was expecting. And I do really like shooting these kind of events, and I'd love to shoot more of them and to really put myself out there and to capture this scene because it's something I really do love. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Check out Oldboy on Instagram here and his music here, and check out Overlap Events for more events coming soon. If you liked today's video, drop it a like and let me know which was your favourite in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more of my photography, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.